King Media, powered by BYD, with the Gypsy King himself, Tyson. First of all, obviously, how are you, mate?
I knew he was going to say that.
The most boring question ever, isn't it?
Shockingly terrible. Yeah, shockingly, yeah. Down. Very much down. Can't shake it. Can't shake the cobwebs. Yep.
Obviously, it's been a while since you've been out and about.
Been a while since I got battered, yeah.
You didn't get battered, it was a split decision.
Come on, I got knocked out 4 times. How long has it been ago? May, June, July, August, 4 months ago. About 4 months now, yeah.
There's a lot of people saying, why did he go quiet? You've got a right to tell them, why did you feel like you didn't need to come out and do anything?
Do what?
People are always expecting you to give a reaction, but I know you well enough.
I've just been at home, mate. I'm not on social media, so you won't see shit at 9 unless I'm trying to advertise something. Yeah, and I don't do interviews unless I'm around fights. So yeah.
What are you advertising at the minute? You got that new drink?
Extra small condoms I'm advertising at the moment. On sale, buy one, get one free.
They're big, department in that, a big...
There's a big cry out for that, especially in the traveller community. There's a massive cry out for the extra smalls.
I'm not sure what the traveller community got to say about that, but jokes aside, Tyson, I just want to know, did it affect you in any way? Were you not bothered?
I'm very down about it all. Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself on a daily. So I've been soul searching, doing a lot of soul searching. And all I keep coming up with is green, green, green. That's all I can come up with is the colour green all the time. I don't know why.
You've obviously shared the ring with him. Obviously, there was loads said before to sell the fight. But how good is that guy?
Oh, a wizard. Absolute best I've ever been in the ring with. I couldn't even land the blow on him. He was that good. It was absolutely the one-sidedest fight I've ever been involved in. Couldn't touch him. I was absolutely amazed the fact that I couldn't touch the motherfucker. It was too slick for me.
He told me you buzzed him that hard. He had to go back and his ears were ringing.
I didn't feel like I touched him at all. I didn't feel like I even landed any punches on him.
You forgot that uppercut?
No, I didn't feel it. No, I just feel like it was a whirlwind of emotion and tough times. So yeah.
So there's obviously comments.
I've got to literally search myself, soul search, and a bit more, so I can land a few more punches on him in the rematch.
Like I said, Tyson, I know you're having a bit of a laugh, but it was a close fight, mate. And what I want to ask you is, what do you think you need to change or improve or anything? Is anything? What do you think you're going to do?
Got to win the lottery. Got to have a genie in my pocket, and yeah, magic mushrooms maybe, like Mike Tyson said. Go on the shrooms.
Did you feel that you was fit? Because that's one of the things people keep saying. I know you had
I wasn't fit. I only trained for 4 days for the fight. I could definitely improve on my fitness. Maybe do 6 days training instead of 4.
Let's talk about these extra small condoms. What are you going to name them? How are you going to brand them?
Unicorn rainbows. That's what I'm going to call them. Boxing edition.
Okay, I do like that. Big show tonight. You've obviously spoken about the main event. I want to ask you about Willie Hutchinson and Joshua Buatsi. It's a really good fight.
Very good fight, yeah. It's a tough fight. I'm obviously going to back Willie because he's some sort of relation to mine. Oh, it's relation to Paris. And I know him and he's a good lad, so I'm backing him all the way.
Any of the fights in the undercard you're excited to see?
All of them. I want to watch them. I'm going to sit ringside for all of them. I like the Warrington and Kakachi fight. That's a good fight. Warrington's at the latter end of his career and Kakachi seems to be having an Indian summer, even though Kakachi's a good bit older than Warrington. He's about my age, Kakachi. I remember being away in Europe with him as an amateur. That's an exciting fight, and what a fight he had last time with Joe Cordina. What a fight, great fight to win the title. Who else is on the card? Buatsi and Hutchinson, Hamza Shiraz and Tyler Denny. That's another live fight for me, that. Tyler Denny's European champion? Coming off a good win over Felix
5 undefeated fighters.
5 undefeated fighters. He's a European champion. I'm looking forward to that one as well. Hamza Shiraz is a good fighter as well. I like his style, 6'3", strong guy, coming forward. Is he the next Amir Khan? Could be.
Ishmael Davis, Josh Kelly. Ishmael took the fight at 6 days' notice.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, he's a good fighter. I've seen him box Troy Williamson. Well, I don't know if it was for the British title or... But recently, anyway, a few months ago, I liked his style. He's a fresh, young up-and-comer. I think he's got potential too. But Josh Kelly's a wizard as well. He's got a lot of talent. Josh Kelly, like he can throw a million punches, all the punches in the book, and maybe it's his time to shine. You know, who knows? They're all picking fights. I've only seen the one fight of Ishmael Davis, but what I've seen of him, he looked pretty good, and it's definitely a good replacement considering that he was supposed to fight Liam Smith and that fight's not happened. So yeah, it's a good fight, you know.
Got to ask you about the Riyadh season. You've seen it in Saudi. You've been a part of it. You know how good these, Turki Al-Sheikh don't mess around when he puts these events on. What do you make of what he's done at Wembley?
I think it's fantastic. Look, he's put some big fights on in the last 12 months. And you can't beat that, can you? Making big moves in the game. And will continue to do so. So, yeah, fantastic stuff.
This last question, I don't know if you remember when we spoke in Saudi at the poolside, we spoke about the laws of this country and how they weren't strong enough and people did what they want. We've seen, the maddest thing is you almost kind of prophesied what was going to happen. You've seen in recent months all the madness that's gone on with on the streets, people rioting and all that kind of stuff. And then you see that BBC...
It's all crazy stuff, isn't it?
And that news reporter who didn't get a sentence or anything, very similar to what you said, people aren't getting the sentences they should be getting.
Listen, it is what it is. I'm not a judge or a jury. I can't do what other people's jobs are. I can only do my own job. I can barely do that these days. So yeah, it is what it is. People are going to do what they're going to do, aren't they? And me, you, or anybody else ain't going to change that. That's facts.
I think you'd have a good career in politics, brother. Dubois, AJ, how many rounds does it go?
Don't know. What's the in the market like? What
most people are saying under 6.
For who?
AJ.
Under 6 for AJ, yeah, might be, could be. Both big punchers, big strong men. They're both pretty much similar style, apart from I think Dubois is maybe a little bit slower than AJ. Is he smaller? Maybe a little bit smaller as well. Yeah. Bit smaller, not much, an inch or so, and a bit lighter. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I don't think it's going to be as one-sided as people are saying. Like I've heard someone say a first round knockout. Someone said first 2 rounds, but you can only go on people's fights, can't you, from what they've done in the past. And when I see him box, what's that little American called, dreadlock dude, Philadelphia, Jermaine Franklin. When he boxed Jermaine Franklin, he was stood right in front of him. He didn't bowl him over in 1 or 2, and bowl him over at all. And he stood there and he's moving his head, and didn't look like he was going to bowl anybody over. So yeah. I don't, not unless Dubois jumps on the floor, which I can't see him doing that. He's on some very good form. His last couple of fights against Durkovic and Big Baby Miller, and he's got a lot of pressure put on him. So yeah, it could be. I don't think it's going to be as one-sided as they think. I think whoever lands a big shot first, whoever backs up in this fight first will lose it. I think that's the type of fight it is. They're both front foot fighters. So I don't anticipate AJ running across the ring, swinging around. I anticipate him using his jab, moving a bit, trying to get him in a few rounds deep in. I don't think he's going to go for it. I think the opposite would be Dubois go for AJ, flat out, but not AJ go for Dubois, because I think he's a big, massive puncher and use his jab a bit more. AJ needs to use his jab, soften him up, and then try and get him out there later on down the fight. Make him know he's in there with a champion boxer. And on the other hand, young Dubois has got to make AJ realise that he's in with a young, hungry lion who is the world champion, not a challenger, the world champion, and he's got to make him know it's his time, not yours. Got to put pressure on from round 1, hit him with big shots and get him out of there. Do you know what I mean? So that's it from both ways. That's what you have to do.
That's a solid breakdown. And the last thing, I had the pleasure of watching Shane's kids box a few months ago, and there's going to be loads of feudies flying about in the next few years. Any of them? Have you seen any of them fight? Because I know Shane's lad's really good.
They haven't boxed. They've only had skills bouts, haven't they?
So I mean, but you can still see how good they are.
Yeah. They've all had a few 4 or 5, 6 skills bouts each. All the lads now, and they're all ready to have their first fights. And
John Boy's lad's really good as well.
Yeah, he's a good lad. The big heavy lad. He's had 5 or 6 skills bouts, and 1 amateur fight now. So it's a long road, isn't it? Without a left and a right turn for young kids and stuff. It's a difficult sport now. So it's. I did this game because I didn't have anything else to do. Where the lads, they've all got other things that they can do. They don't have to get punched in the face. Where I had to, I didn't have another outlet. So it's a difficult decision to make, but I'm sure all of them will box, whether they're going to box amateur and then pro or not. Then I think they'll do what they got to do.
Is that the watch from the fight?
No, it's a different one.
It's a nice watch. Tyson, as always, brother, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you very much. they're actually giving away an USYK signed glove. Jump onto the Boxing King Media Instagram page. You'll see a post with the thumbnail of Johnny Nelson and Dominic Ingle pinned to the top. Just click on that post, the instructions on how to get yourself in the draw are on there. There's only about 100 people in the draw at the minute, so you got a good chance of winning.